Hello and welcome back to the This Could Go Anywhere podcast. I'm Joe and today I am joined by Quinn.
Hey up.
Mitchell.
Great.
Aidan.
Afternoon.
And Scott. Now,
Hey.
This is a little two-parter episode following on from the football episode we did. And on the schedule, we are going to be talking about our current Premier League team and it's kind of like our ultimate team if you like. But first off, we have a question, and that is: would you rather score for your team in the Champions League and win, or score the winning goal in the World Cup for your country? We'll start with Quinn.
For me, it'd have to be World Cup because we spoke about it briefly before, but I think what Scott said's best. Like, you're not only a hero to your club and the people who support your club, you're a hero to your nation. And I think it's on a personal level, it's a great achievement to win the Champions League. But at the same time, if you are a professional football player, you can move to a different club and win it somewhere else. Whereas a World Cup, sometimes there's only once in a lifetime opportunity to actually win it. So that's me.
Yeah. Mitchell?
I'd say the Champions League. I think when people playing for the nation, a lot of them get overshadowed by the trophies that they won for the clubs. You don't see many people talking about the nation's achievements because of how little the tournament come round once every 2 years.
A lot of it was crap World Cup as well.
Yeah, but is there ever really a crap World Cup? I mean,
yeah, there is.
2014 World Cup was awful.
No, only because it was awful for England.
It was only good for the 7-1 win against Brazil.
Really wasn't. James Rodriguez.
But you're still winning a World Cup though. Like, no matter if it's good or crap or whatever, it's a World Cup. James Rodriguez goal. It's up there. It's one of the best things you can win. End of.
But is that the World Cup people are going to remember?
It'll be a World Cup that your nation will remember. You got to think, like, don't care what any other nation would think, you're still winning the World Cup. Like, for me, a World Cup any day. I feel like a Champions League, any club can win it if they have the money, if they have the players and stuff. The World Cup, it's got to be on coaching and the players, and it's just like a bit of the rubber green and luck of the draw, really, what players you can produce. And like, we're talking about the last World Cup when Kieran Trippier scored the free kick. Everyone says that was the best moment of the summer.
Goal we all missed.
Yeah. When that went in, everyone said that peaked our summer. Imagine if you did that World Cup final.
We wouldn't know.
I personally prefer
but that would be 10 times better though. It's one of the best things that could happen for any player.
Prefer the penalty shootout from that World Cup.
Eric Dyer.
I remember we were all watching that at my house, weren't we? All watching that at my house, and then when Eric Dyer put it away, we all ran outside.
Yeah.
Mental. What about you, Aidan?
It's the Champions League, but the reason I said Champions League is because if you look at it as a personal thing, so Tom Edwards plays for Stoke, gets the Champions League final, born and bred Stoke, steps up, drills it bottom corner, 1-0 win. That's got to be one of the best feelings ever for your boyhood team to win it.
But would Tom Edwards be on penalties if he's stepping up and drilling one in the bottom corner?
Yeah, because he's a Stoke legend, mate.
I don't think he'd be put on penalties just for being a Stoke legend.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. Bruno Martins Indy would be then.
We're not on about Tom Edwards, are we? We're on about you.
What about
you just gave that as an example. You would be on penalties anyway, Quinn.
I could probably tuck away a penalty better than any of you.
Oh, okay. Now you see, as the best footballer in this Discord call, I'd go with the Champions League every day because I'd just be winning it every year because I'd be putting 6 goals in.
Joe, I'm pretty sure everyone else in this chat, apart from you, has actually played Sunday League football at some point, though.
God hasn't.
I have. When I was
Scott-
just
Scott-
right.
He's smashing into other men instead, don't you, Scott?
I don't need to
Scott
play in
used
the
to play for
league.
Mighty Audley.
I don't need to play in the
I
league.
trained
to know
a
how
couple
good
of
I am.
training sessions with Audley. The contract wasn't right, so I just left it.
They call me the
Mate.
next Wilson Palacios. That's what they call me. They call me the next Wilson
Joe
Palacios.
just had a single performance for the school team when we got battered by whoever.
Jump Tide call me the Bruno Martins indie man's youth love child.
No, they don't.
Tell you what,
Yeah,
call
they do.
Orlando.
Actually, yeah, they do. They call me Orlando.
Call me
my
Orlando
name.
City.
Yeah, big up the city.
They got the city.
Alright,
Bitter.
are we moving on to what it was going to be about then?
Yeah. Let's move on. Now, are we doing this? I'm assuming we're doing this like we did yesterday, and we're agreeing.
Yeah.
Well, we're just going to go through possession by possession, just agree on someone then, and then read out the team at the end.
So
We're going now.
Okay, then.
We're going to have the full 11, and then have honourable mentions, which will be a sub bench.
Okay, so 6 subs, and then.
So we got the goalkeeper.
Oh wait, hang on. What formation are we playing?
Current Premier League team, current Premier League 11. The greatest current Premier League
Are we
11.
playing 4-4-3?
We're having 4-3-3, so we're going to have 3 centre
We've
mids.
got to be
yeah,
playing in the
Left
Premier
and
League
right
now.
wing.
Yeah.
That's what current Premier League means.
Right, well, right, okay.
You are saying
Like,
some really
could you
stupid
still-
things tonight.
Can you still pick players that had a good season a few seasons ago, but have died off now?
Nope.
No.
Not if they're not in the Premier League.
They've
Yeah,
got to
that's
be
what I
playing
mean.
well.
No, they're still in the
they've got to
Premier
be
League.
playing
Yeah.
well now.
If they're still in the Premier League,
playing
then
well
yeah,
now.
Might as well
So
just
basically
pause
choose a team a season from this season. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
without
really.
the season being over yet.
Yeah. Well, it says near enough over, really.
All right then. So this
goalkeeper.
season sounds.
Can't just be a full Liverpool side either.
No, I can't go enough.
I was only gonna like suggest like maybe 2 or 3 Liverpool players because I like to be diverse.
Should we cap it out at just 3 Liverpool players then?
Wait, let's say 3. Let's say 3 players from each club.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
formation are we playing?
4-3-3 for the 3rd time.
I didn't hear this.
Right.
I'm
goalkeeper.
gonna sort of
I'm just going to go straight in for Liverpool player. I'm going to say it.
Alisson.
Yeah, nearly the wrong one. Yeah.
Alisson. I'm going to say.
I mean,
De
I
Gea's
just
up
think
there,
he's.
though.
I just think he's a bit crap. Don't get me wrong. I know the stats are all there or whatever. I just think he like makes some really stupid decisions now and again, and it just hurts his image.
Yeah, he messes up a few times, doesn't he? I say Dean Henderson for Sheffield
but all
United.
goalkeepers do. Yeah, Dean Henderson's been class.
Dean Henderson is like loads of people are talking about him, and he's
been good, but there's been other keepers that have performed better than him. I think Dubravka for Newcastle had a better season. Aaron Ramsdale for Bournemouth.
Yeah, I was going to throw.
And I'd probably even say
I think
return to the Premier League. I'd say Tim Krul, who before when he was playing at Newcastle was one of the best shot stoppers in the league.
Yeah, but Norwich are bottom of the league. Though.
Yeah, but if you look where Sheffield United are in the league,
I don't think you can choose a keeper that's bottom of the league to be.
I was going to put.
There's a reason why they're bottom of the league.
I was going to put Ramsdale, local boy, on the bench, personally.
I think it's got to be. Alisson to start.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll agree with that one.
I don't think
Ederson.
Ederson has had nowhere near as good as a season as last season.
But neither was Man City as a whole.
For
when
me,
you look at
on
that,
the bench,
look at it that way.
back. So we're having Alisson, aren't we? We're all agreeing on Alisson, number one.
Yeah.
So that's one Liverpool player ticked off. Now, I'm pretty sure we all know the next Liverpool player that everyone's going to choose.
Virgil.
No, I was going to say Matip. Yeah, Virgil van Dijk.
So we're going centre back now then.
Yes.
Who's going to go with Virgil then?
I'm going to say it's got to be Virgil.
I think you're a bit wrong if you don't
Yeah,
know
I think
Virgil.
he's got to be in there. He's got to be.
But who's going with him though? Who's his person next to him?
Who's his person next to him?
For me, personally, I'd say the So-Yeon Chu or James Tarkowski this season.
Tarkowski.
Yeah.
Why Tarkowski?
I just think he's had a cracking season. I mean, Burnley's defence has been one of the strongest in the league. If you look at how many clean sheets they've had, in all the games they might have conceded more goals, but I think the only reason that Burnley have not as had a good a season as maybe they could have is because they haven't been as clinical this season as they have previous seasons up top. Maybe that's just Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood running out of shot power, but they've still put in a couple of goals. Same with what's his name, James Rodriguez as well. But I think Burnley have had a really good season.
Yeah.
So I'd put Tarkowski or Soyuncu there.
I think Johnny Evans is better than both of them.
I don't know.
I like Johnny Evans.
I'd say Evans.
Johnny Evans, decent season. If we're talking about a team that gone under the radar, it's Leicester.
Yeah.
Being up there, you've got to look at the back four.
Third.
Johnny Evans. Oh, the third?
Are we saying then? Well, we've got Virgil as one, aren't we?
I'd say probably Johnny Evans.
Yeah, I'd say Johnny Evans.
Evans.
Yeah, well, okay, that's the majority. So far, it's Alisson, Van Dijk, and Johnny Evans.
I'm not sure if Alisson... Does Alisson deserve to start?
Yeah.
Doesn't have the most clean sheets.
Probably.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Fair enough. He has made some mistakes, but he has also made up for it at times.
Yeah.
The centre backs have made mistakes.
I don't think he's been as prominent in that Liverpool side. I know.
How can you be when you got Van Dijk in front of you?
He's been out a few times. He's been out a few times this
season, hasn't he? No, listen to him. He's had a couple of injuries this season, hasn't he? They've had to start Adrian instead for a couple of seasons.
That's what I just said.
A couple of games. I think.
Yeah, because
he had a cracking season last season, but he hasn't replicated what he did last season. And for that, I don't think he should be starting. I think he could deserve to be on the bench.
Who would you put in then, Todd?
If we're going, but what keeper?
Dean Henderson, just because he's been consistent and he's done it at not a worse side, but Sheffield United, and got them to 6 and got 10 clean sheets. It's massive.
Yeah, you talk about that.
Only just coming up.
Casper Schmeichel in there. Casper Schmeichel got 3rd.
What about Edison then? Edison got 2nd.
Yeah. If you're going off league position, then Edison's got to be there if you're not going out.
I think Dubravka, for me personally. I know Henderson's had a cracking season, but Dubravka's kept, I think, nearly the same amount of clean sheets as Henderson, I think it was, and he's made the most saves in the league.
Well, I thought we'd all agreed on goalkeeper and already moved past it.
So,
here we are.
No, but when we look back at it, Alisson hasn't played like.
He has 12 clean sheets.
Yeah.
You can't.
He doesn't have
got
12 clean sheets, does he?
Yeah.
Alisson
got 12. Yeah, I think so.
I'm looking here.
No,
It says
he's got 10. He's got
Same
10.
as Dean Henderson. Dubravka's on 9, one behind him.
I don't know.
I'm saying Alisson.
I'd say Alisson.
Just go with Alisson. We've said Alisson. We've got
Just
to
say.
Who again?
Shall we argue bloody last night's team as well? While we're here?
We'll go left back now.
Yeah.
Robertson.
Has to be.
There's only one.
Robinson's been
unreal.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other player in that position this season that's had a better season than he has. I mean, he had a cracking season last season as well. Like, I am struggling to think of another left back that's been as prominent as him in the league, like assist wise and how he's been defensive wise.
Ben Chilwell, maybe.
I don't think there's any other name.
Ben Chilwell.
He's
up there.
He's
He's had a good season. He got that England call up, hasn't he? So he's deserved it.
But do put Chilwell in this one and then put Trent in right back.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Is there any
you
other
can't choose Trent.
Yeah, no, there's plenty.
Yeah, there is. There's Ricardo Pereira for right back.
Yeah,
I was going to say Pereira
even
for right back.
Wan-Bissaka's had a cracking season.
Nah, Pereira's better than Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, Pereira's better.
But I'm saying Pereira, Wan-Bissaka, and if you say Pereira, Wan-Bissaka, and what's his name, Trent. But anyway, so we're saying Robertson left back.
Robertson left back.
Yeah, okay.
Right,
Well, my vote's for Pereira. Right.
So right back.
Yeah. Ricardo Pereira every day.
I think it's got to be
Pereira.
every day.
I mean, I don't know. Just be going off stats because I have watched quite a few games, but I mean, Pereira stat wise, he's got the most tackles this season. He's got
Scored a few as well.
He's got 20 more tackles than the next behind him, who's Wan-Bissaka. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's been setting a couple up himself.
Scored a few.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Just breaking down, just interjecting here a second. You know, I think I said that I wasn't going to do this time.
Oh, you haven't started time, have you?
Nope.
Oh,
God.
No.
done well.
But through mathematical methods,
Wisdom.
it's been like 15 minutes.
16 minutes. Then.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna start it now.
Right.
Like 19 minutes. So there you go.
Centre mids.
3 of them.
I'm just going to say right now, I'd be putting De Bruyne in there,
Mm-hmm.
and I've made throw Bernardo Silva in there because he has been playing centre mid at some points.
Yeah, he's done well as well.
It's not his usual position, but when he has played there,
I was going to suggest him later on, actually.
Do you know I want to put
Silva.
in that other midfield role? I want to put Ndidi in there.
Yes, that's a shout.
I think Ndidi's class.
Indeed, been decent.
So indeed, for one centre mid, everyone agreeing on that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
De Bruyne's
then
got
De Bruyne
one,
and
100%.
yeah.
What about Jack Grealish?
Yeah,
He is
I
not,
think-
Vinny.
has done well really.
He's got a couple of goals, couple of assists. He's been one of the most prominent players in Villa's season. He might have had a bit of a poor season in all fairness, but
What about
Yeah.
James
Down,
Madison?
aren't
Everyone was expecting
James
Villa.
Yeah,
Madison.
James Madison has done very well.
Madison. Everyone's
I'm putting
expecting
Madison
Villa.
over
I'll put Madison over Grealish.
I'd
Grealish.
have
Yeah.
put Trevor Madison this season.
No,
I'd say if you compared
You're not
Madison
saying
last
that.
season to Grealish this season, I'd have Madison all day. But this
No
season,
way you're saying that.
I'd have Madison still.
Yeah, I'm going with Madison.
James Madison's a better player overall.
Yeah, you might not have as many goals or assists, but
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
you're looking at this season, we've
Consistently
got to look
performing.
at the stats with it. And I agree with Quinn, we haven't seen much of him like we did last season. But that's not saying he's a
but
bad
there
player.
being a consistent performer week in,
Yeah.
week out. It
is
doesn't
he as
matter.
consistent as Grealish though? That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't matter whether he gets the goals or not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is
Just playing well as a
Grealish
midfielder.
has won games for Aston Villa with the goals that he scored and set up.
Yeah,
Madison hasn't done that as much this season.
Yeah, but it's not about setting up goals. If he's making the key passes,
It's about playing well week in, week out, and that's where.
Yeah, I know it is, but that's what I'm
where they are.
saying. Yeah, but you've got to factor in as well how much they're affecting their team as a player. Like you mentioned, Kevin De Bruyne, he's got the most assists in the league, and he sets up most things for that City side. I mean, there's a lot of good players in there, but he's a brilliant player to have in that midfield. But it's the same thing applies. If you put in Jack Grealish into that Madison role in Leicester, you've got to ask, would he do the same job or would he do a better job or a worse job? I think he'd either do the same job or a better job than James Madison, for me. In that Leicester side, I think he's limited at Aston Villa. I think he should have left. I think he should have left the last time they went down.
He's a Villa lad though. It's very hard to pull a lad away from a club like that.
Born in Birmingham.
When he's been brought up with it for the rest
Yeah, I
of his
know,
life,
but
it's a massive.
that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I think if you replace Madison, if you put Madison into that Aston Villa side, and Madison's got to do the same thing that Grealish has in that Aston Villa side this season, I don't think he would. Personally, for me, that's what I'd say. I'd say last season.
So you think that Grealish should do a better job than Madison?
Yes, for how he played this season.
I just still feel that Madison's a better player. I mean, I know form and everything, but I just feel that Madison will have a better career
at an international level as well. Grealish hasn't had that chance, and he's been fairly consistent. When you've seen the likes
James
of John
Madison's
Joe
younger.
Shelby over the last couple of years, when let's be honest, he wasn't playing amazingly, but he got starts in the England squad, he got caps and whatever. For the fact that Jack Grealish still hasn't got one.
Madison hasn't really had a big game in the international side, though.
That's what I'm saying. Why couldn't you chuck Jack Grealish in there instead? But that's why I'm putting him forward as the other centre mid for me. I mean, they're both attacking midfielders, you could argue, with De Bruyne and Grealish, but I'd have Grealish over Madison this season. if it's last season, if you compare, like I said, if it's last season and you compare Maddison to Grealish this season, I think Maddison wins. But I'd say based on this season, I'd say Grealish for how much he's done for Villa.
How are we voting?
So
Grealish
got 3 more assists and 1 more goal. That's it.
What do you mean? That's it, though.
That's it. He's got more, hasn't he?
Yeah, but who's playing? Right, it's easier for him to carry that team.
How many games did James Maddison played then compared to how many games Jack Grealish has?
No.
Because I bet you
Played 2 more games. Maddison has. Maddison's played 2 more games.
Maddison's played 2 more games.
Yeah.
I thought Grealish would have played more, but that shows you. I mean, Grealish is an integral part to that Aston Villa side. He scores goals.
The shit like it's insane. Whereas if you've got Jamie Vardy in your team,
yeah, but you just said it doesn't matter. He's played 2 less games and he's created 4. Well, he's probably created more chances and he's scored 1 and assisted 3.
From midfield, Grealish has scored 1 from midfield.
Oh,
Whilst playing left winger, he scored all of his goals.
Yeah, but isn't Maddison the same? Hasn't Maddison pushed up this season, or is Harvey Barnes in that left wing?
Harvey Barnes has been left, Isaac Perez has been right, it's been Maddison in the middle and Vardy up front. That's what they played, really.
I think if we're going midfielder, though, I'd still have Jack Grealish.
Well, we need to make a decision because we spent about 5 minutes on bloody Jack Grealish for James Maddison.
I'm saying it's got to be Maddison centre mid. You could argue Grealish for left wing because that's where he's played and scored all of his goals. He's played most of his games at left wing. I don't think you can give him the centre mid from how he's played this season.
I'm going with Maddison.
Right, that's fair enough.
Yeah, it's Maddison then.
Who are we going for the other centre mid then? We've got Didi and Maddison. Who are we going for
and then it's De Bruyne, isn't it?
De Bruyne and Maddison.
So that's the midfield done.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I'd say I think you'd say though midfielder wise. I mean, obviously De Bruyne streaks ahead of the rest, but it is tough around that part after who you put in with De Bruyne. Because like we said, we struggled there with Jack Grealish, given he might have played more of a forward position. You've got Jack Grealish, Maddison, Mason Mount's had a really good season as well at Chelsea.
But Chelsea haven't signed anyone, and we're expecting youngsters to come through. And I think if you just play one outstanding game, you're seen as a hero at Chelsea right now. Because you don't have Aidan Hazard, you don't have, you know what I mean?
It's not that.
A lot of them faces have gone now, and he's outshined. Who is it? Kovic, and Pulisic. Like they're also. I'm not saying they're bad players. I'm just saying they're not as good as
I think
the midfielders right now.
I think it's been a really good season.
I really like Tammy Abraham, but I'm not nominating him for my best striker.
No. What I'm saying is it's difficult. Like you're saying that Maddison's just about better than Grealish, but Grealish has played in a more forward position. There's plenty of young players that's come through this season in like the central mid position that have done quite well. I mean, you look at Pablo Fornals at West Ham; he's had a good season. Dwight McNeil, you could argue, played more of a wide role instead of a central role. He's had a good season as well.
Gilmore's made 2 good games.
Yeah, Yuri Tillemans for Leicester since he's come in. He's not, like I said, De Bruyne streaks ahead of the rest, and I'll agree on Maddison. But I'm just saying, around Maddison and all those other midfield players that you'd argue, it's been quite close this season. I think it's been a good season for young players coming through.
Yeah. I will agree with that.
Right.
So we're moving on to what we're doing. Wingers now,
Left
or
wing.
Yeah, left wing.
We're going to now.
Right.
Are we going to formation there, or is anyone going to give another shout?
Definitely not.
Are we going to class, say Maximum as a left winger, or are we going to class him as a striker?
I wasn't even going to suggest him, to be honest with you.
I was going to suggest Maximum.
If we had another Liverpool
slot,
Sadio Mane straight in. If we had another Liverpool slot, but we don't.
Yeah.
He's probably been the best player in the league this year.
Where would you say Martial's been?
Shit.
What do you mean shit?
I'm not putting him in this season.
He's been one of United's who, like, he's got United out of a lot of tricky situations, though.
It's not all Man United's best player at the minute, is it?
Right, just saying though. Right, you'd argue that Marcus Rashford, wouldn't you say, is United's best player at the moment?
How was it not hard being Man United's best player when you got Pogba?
Okay, but
Pogba's been injured.
I'm just saying, Marcus Rashford's got 40 goals. Martial's only got 11. That's better than Raheem Sterling. He's on the same goals as. It's better. That's better than Son, Gabriel Jesus.
How many games has Sterling played?
Sterling.
This year, yeah.
Sterling.
Martial must be last.
I'm saying St. Maxim's a good shout for it. He's played 20 games left wing.
I think St. Maximin, because he has performed really well.
No, but at the start of the season, he didn't, did he? He was creating a lot of chances, but he wasn't scoring anything.
Yeah, but
he had at the start of the season, for weeks on end, he had countless chances. Didn't put any of them away. I'm not saying he had a terrible season. He had a really good second half of the season, but you'd argue.
I think Martinelli's up there.
And it is an hard league to get yourself up and running. He's found his feet and he's become one of Newcastle's heroes. Yeah, like you could say, it's not hard being in Newcastle, but like he's proper invested into the club and the fans are invested into him and he's performed. I think he's one of the best wingers.
I don't think he's performed as well, though. You're arguing he's one of the best wingers. He's nowhere near the other wingers that we mentioned for goals. Obviously, we'd put Mane in there if we had the chance.
Mane's number one all day long.
Yeah, but who is above Mane? No one.
No one. Mane's number one in that left wing position. But you'd say that left wing. You could say Sterling, depending on whether he plays right or left. Sterling's had a better season.
Well, I didn't realise Martinelli played that many games at left wing. 14 games at left wing he's played. Centre forward.
For me, it'd be between Raheem Sterling and Anthony Martial.
I think Martinelli's up there.
Martinelli's a show.
Yeah, but how many goals and assists?
3 goals and 2 assists.
In how many games?
That's from left wing.
Yeah, in how many games?
10 games.
He's 18 as well.
Well, you could look at him as a centre forward. He's played 8 games at centre forward, got 7 goals and 1 assist.
This guy, Gabriel Martinelli, is 3 months older than me.
Right winger.
3
played
months.
2 games, got 1 assist. He's been clinical wherever he's played.
Yeah, but I think when you, for me, it's between Martial and Sterling. And I know I'm not saying Martinelli hasn't had a good season, and for a very young player, he's come into that Arsenal side, and he has played well in a couple of games. But if we're saying best team, I'm saying he's a very good, promising player, and I'm sure next season we'll start to see more of him.
I still think Son's the best player.
Don't think we've got enough to say that for the left wing position this season that Martinelli is the best player. For me, I'd agree. Saint Maximin, however you want to say his name, has had a good season. But for me, I'd put Martial or Sterling ahead of him quite easily.
Son. Straight away.
Could you say that Son's been playing left wing though that much this season? With how many injuries to forwards that they've had, they've all had to play in different positions. Son's played
with Martial
at left wing.
It's the exact same with Martial.
Yeah, Martial's been playing up top.
Yeah, but Martial's created more anyway, if you're saying he's played up top or wide.
How is it? Martial's 11 and 3, Son's 9 and 7.
Son's played 18 games at left winger, scored 9, assisted 5.
That's what I mean.
What's Martial's then?
11 and 3. Well, and that's probably the majority from striker, I'd imagine.
Why don't you check?
I'll look now. But it probably won't be as good as that. We just say left winger for this then.
Yeah. Because I don't think Martial's played striker that much.
Left wing. He's made 1 appearance in the league. Scored 9 assists.
I think that ends that one.
He's played centre forward for 32 games.
That's in the
that one shows that balance.
Right.
So I'm saying it's Son easily.
What about Sterling though?
Deb, have you seen Son's record that we just read out?
What's Sterling's?
Son's nine goals, 5 assists.
Remember, we always have the honourable mention bench.
Yeah. I'd say Martinelli's going to be on the bench.
I think I have a few players already sorted.
Left wing, he's had 30 appearances, got 15 goals and 5 assists. So he's had more appearances there.
No, more goals.
You
could argue he's had more of an impact.
Well, no, because when you look at it on average, he's made the same amount of goals and assists per game. He's had 1 contribution per game.
Yeah, but isn't that the same as Son?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They both got the same.
So it's just picking now. It's like if
I think
I'm
from a
saying-
manager's point of view, I'd rather have Son in my team.
I'm saying Son for myself.
I'll have Son because he's a drip master.
I'll agree with that, but I'd have to say I'd rather have Sterling on the bench, and I'd rather have Gabriel Martinelli as an honourable mention. Like I said, he's done well for a young lad this season, but I think we need to see more of it.
Well, the honourable mentions is the bench.
Well, I'm putting Sterling there for me.
Okay, well we're not out of the bench.
Right wing. Who we say
Um,
right wing?
Human Son.
I'd say Gabriel Martinelli.
But one player that has impressed me and has done much better this season than a lot of other seasons he's been playing in the Premier League. Adama Traore.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah,
Oh,
very, very good point, Joe. I'd say he might have not created as many chances as other right wingers this season, but the way he's tormented defences this season, with the amount of pace that he has, the way he just runs at him, knocks the ball around and takes it round him. I mean, you saw it when they played City. How big an impact it had against City. City, who were side who've just won the title 2 years in a row, Centurions as well. And given they've had injuries in defence this season, but you look how well he's performed against bigger teams as well. I think Adama Traore for me.
I'll go with that. I'll agree with Traore.
Nicholas Pepe. Garland.
Oh, God.
I was going for Traore there then.
Yeah, I think
if everyone's agree with it.
deserves a mention though in that position as well.
Also, human Son. He stepped up as Tottenham's main man.
We've had him.
We've just said Son is left wing.
Is he left? I thought.
Scott spaced out.
Going left wing, mate.
That's what we've just had a massive discussion about.
I thought you were putting that Martinelli there. I don't
He's
even
not
know
even
who
on
fucking
the
Donny is.
bench.
No.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Perez has had a good season as well, right wing for Leicester, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernardo Silva also gets a mention.
I don't know who I'm putting up front.
Who are you putting up front?
Jamie Vardy.
I was going to say Vardy. Yeah, I still like Aubameyang. But that's just me.
It's because 45 years
I
old.
don't think he's performing as well as he could.
No.
Vardy's top goal scorer. I just slept him there.
Is he still top goal scorer?
Vardy, top goal scorer. He's 33 years old, and he's retired from international GT.
Yeah.
He started the season just on fire, didn't he? That's what I remember.
And he carried on, to be fair. So
Yeah.
People started the season on fire and just fell off.
This season is arguably his best ever seaon. 26 appearances.
is it? We're going to forget.
Yeah.
19 goals.
Are we going to forget the season where he
Yeah.
won the
No,
league?
I'm
It's
going
not
to
his best season.
Scott, this is his best season. Listen,
No, I'm sorry.
No,
No,
it's not. It's
he
not.
was on.
Definitely
I
not.
would say he was even
Breaking
better back then.
records.
Yeah, you don't just break Rhyw Van Nistelrooy's record for having an okay season.
yeah,
Winning the
fair
league.
enough. I'll give you that. I think this
Jamie
is
Vardy.
this is up there.
Say it's Vardy and then it's Aubameyang. And then it's
19
Aguero.
goals. Aubameyang 17. Aguero 16.
Yeah,
John Terry's underrated. Danny Ings.
Danny Ings.
Danny Ings is number 5 with 15 goals.
15 goals playing for Southampton.
I'm sure Liverpool, after seeing that, would not like regret it, but like having
Well,
him in the locker.
I wish we bought him when he was just sat on the Liverpool bench for every game. I wish Stoke had bought him because I reckon that would have solved half of our problems at the time. But if buts and maybes.
So I know we have like a few more games to play in the Premier League if it ever happens.
Hopefully,
like,
I hope they do, and be behind closed doors because then we'll have something to talk about.
Like I say,
review and stuff.
I like Jimenez from Wolves. He's
Yeah.
on 13 at the moment. Like I say, I mentioned Abraham. He's on 13 at the moment.
And Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
Nah.
I personally take
Abraham.
Abraham.
Performed well in an average side.
Well, we
27 appearances. I think we've got to go Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
Just
Just for the season he's had,
Yeah.
Manager, who's coaching these lot then?
For me,
Brendan Rodgers.
Oh, actually, that's a shout. I forgot about him.
Brendan Rodgers, yeah. Who's the Sheffield United manager?
Chris Wilder.
Chris Wilder.
Doing an amazing job.
Well,
First
having his
season in the
assistant.
Prem. First season in the Prem. He's up there. Nah, I say he's done a better job than Brendan Rodgers.
No, but Brendan Rodgers is coming to that Leicester side that started falling away. After they sat Ranieri, they had manager change after manager change. Finishing in the lower half of the table. Brendan Rodgers has come in, switched things around, brought in signings that he wanted, kept Vardy as a central like aspect in that team, and he's brought him straight back up. For me, it'd be Brendan Rodgers. I think Wilder's done a very good job. I mean,
you name another team that have come up after the season and now fighting for
challenge for Euro.
Wolves last year.
But Wolves have got the money though. Wolves have got that money. They've got the scouts. They've got the players. Chris Wilder's probably signed a few players and kept most of them from the Championship from last year. Like. After the start of the season,
for me,
you're telling me you wouldn't thought Sheffield at the bottom.
I'd have them both playing half the games all season. I'd Chris Wilder for one half and Brendan Rodgers for another.
Well, unfortunately,
I'm not saying Brendan Rodgers hasn't done a good job.
Co-managers then.
Yeah, what we're doing is we're sacking Brendan in January.
Halfway through when it goes.
Then we're bringing him
when he brings in Colo Torre.
Bring him on power play playing.
We're moving on to honourable mentions then.
Yeah,
okay, I've put Grealish in there already, just because of how much arguing there was over Grealish.
Yeah, we'll put Grealish into a P's plane.
Grealish is gone.
Thank you very much.
Grealish has automatically made his way into there.
Can we maybe have a mention for Tarkowski?
I mean,
I feel like so many more better defenders.
Yeah.
Well,
they've
kept 11 clean sheets this season. Tarkowski's been at the centre of that defence. I think he's gone under the radar a little bit. There are probably better mentions than Tarkowski. I mean, I'm trying to think off the top of my head now. Some of the Sheffield United centre backs probably deserve a mention. I can't think of any names off the top of my head.
I think we've got to put another goalkeeper in there.
I'm putting Ramsdale on the bench.
I'm saying Dubravka.
Put the Dubravka on there.
No, he's got to go on Ramsdale.
I'm saying Ramsdale only because I've sat next to him before on the school bus. He used to be my sister's mate.
Everyone's your sister's mate.
Oh, okay. Can I feel that, did we?
I'm only joking.
Dickhead.
Front page.
That's a different sister, you dickhead.
Got 12, you know.
I'm saying
you're saying Ramsdale, but
maybe I have a bit of bias, but I just want to
he has had a good season, but when you compare, like, I just think him compared to Dubravka. I think Dubravka last season as well had a very good season. I think he might have finished top again with the most saves. I think for me it's Dubravka. I think Dean Henderson deserves a mention as well because he has had a good season coming into that Sheffield United.
Yeah.
But for me, it's Dubravka.
Are you going to have a vote on it then?
Yeah. Why not?
I'm saying Ramsdale.
I'm saying Ramsdale. Okay, well,
you're just saying Ramsdale because he's a local boy.
That's free for Ramsdale.
Then, but are you just saying Ramsdale just because he's local? like
No,
Bournemouth.
he's
I'm
had a
not
good
saying all the
season.
losses on him, but
Wait, I want to see how many
I've
clean
actually
sheets
watched
he's
him.
kept this season.
he's had 4.
Oh,
Aaron
I've
Ramsdale's
watched
had
quite a few.
4
Aaron
clean
Ramsdale's
sheets.
had 4 clean sheets
That's the
compared
young
to...
keeper that's just come into his team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And not the
But
I mean,
Aidan's
it's Bournemouth
no,
as
we're
well.
looking at all the
Yeah,
teams,
but
we're
when you're
looking
looking
at
at
all
when
the
you're looking at a
contenders.
Newcastle side that before this season were very dodgy and were conceding a lot of goals,
Yeah, but
Dubravka's got 9 clean
Dubravka's
sheets and made the
31.
most saves in the Premier.
And what's his age got to do with it? If he's performing
What's
good
his age
now,
got to do with it?
Yeah, he's not even
what's
that
age
young.
got to do with it now?
Because Aaron Ramsdale's performing just as good and he's miles younger. He's 10 years younger.
Yeah.
He's performing just as good.
At the start
he?
of his career.
He's not performing
Yeah.
just as good
Is he?
though.
He's
Yeah,
got
He's
he
got
is.
4 clean sheets. He's nowhere near Dubravka in the clean sheet
See what
table.
you're telling me? Because De Gea's not top of the clean sheet thing. He's a crap keeper.
I'm not
No,
saying he's
and I'm not. We're not
So-
saying that
But he's
Ramsdale.
just saying he's not performing well.
He's had a good season in that
For a
forward
young
side. He's made a
lad.
lot. He's
For a
made a
young
lot
lad.
of good key saves, but so's Dubravka. And Dubravka's kept the clean sheets as well. Dubravka's made key saves that have kept the clean sheets for Newcastle.
Well, unfortunately, you've been outclassed 3-2. So
You just say
doesn't even
Ramsdale
matter.
just because he's a local lad. You just
Next
does
honourable
me head
mention.
in. Does me head
Next
in.
honourable mention, Martinelli.
Yeah. Just put him.
Martinelli's
yeah,
very
Yeah.
we'll put him on there.
cracking player. Done
Don't even
very
know who
well
he
coming
is.
into the squad.
I'm saying Danny Ings as well.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm having Danny.
How many are we on? 4? 2 more left?
4, we've
Four.
done 2 more.
Bloody hell. Who even plays football?
Have we had any centre backs yet?
No.
Chris
I'm
Basham.
going to mention Tarkowski.
Chris Basham from Sheffield United.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should just go
Go
with
with that.
Tarkowski. Just because Quinn's not going to stop mentioning him, is he, until he gets put in, I don't think. I've heard his name 8-9 times now.
I think he's had a good season.
You want to say someone like Soyuncu didn't deserve being in there instead of him?
No, but
We've got-
I mentioned Soyuncu as well, but we had Johnny Evans, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've got one player left. I think it should be a midfielder, just because we haven't got many on the bench.
So we had Jack Grealish already, didn't we?
I'm putting.
Class him as left.
I like Mason Mount.
Yeah.
I'm putting Mason Mount in.
Mason Mount's had a good season.
Yeah.
So
I
nice.
I don't
Yeah,
think Rice has had as good as a season as he had last
I don't
season.
think I don't think he's as good as people say he is.
No.
I think Yuri Tielemans deserves a mention. He's coming to the Leicester side, and he's still a young player as well.
I think we've had too many Leicester players now, haven't we?
Yeah. Too many last.
Who have we got? Vardy.
Vardy, Pereira, and
Johnny.
Madison. So,
Evans.
Yeah.
Fair
Fair
enough.
enough.
Mason Mount then.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The Man United.
That's it for the team then. We've got
Oh.
Allison in goals, Robertson and Pereira as the full-backs, Van Dijk and Johnny Evans centre-back partnership, and Diddy, Madison and De Bruyne in midfield, Son left wing, Traore right wing, Vardy striker. Then on the bench, we've got Grealish, Ramsdale, Martinelli, Ings, Tarkowski, and Mason Mount. And then Brendan Rodgers as the manager.
I think that's a formidable side.
That's winning the league.
Hopefully.
Fucking hell.
Hopefully
They're
we're
getting
all-
relegated.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the best team.
Hopefully,
They go down, we all go up.
yeah.
I mean,
we have
obviously you've got Mane and Salah, but like we said, we can't include all Liverpool players because Liverpool
Yeah,
have
should
just
have a
they
full
have-
We
list.
might as well just have a Liverpool starting 11, haven't we?
they have run away with it this season, haven't they?
They deserved it, really. Like, from last year, coming that close and then obviously just running away with it.
No one gave Klopp as a shout for manager. Doesn't
Yeah.
class the player, does he? So
No.
I think if it was between Brendan Rodgers and Jurgen Klopp, I think you'd have to go Jurgen Klopp, wouldn't you?
yeah, I think we just keep Rodgers in there though. For
Although
how many
Brendan-
Liverpool players we have used?
Brendan Rodgers has had a lot shorter time at Leicester to come in and do what he's done.
Klopp's
Whereas
had
Jurgen
it so
Klopp-
long.
He's
hasn't
been
he?
building, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Klopp, in all fairness, though, if you're going to build a title-winning squad, you do need a couple of seasons and you do need the slow investment, which Klopp's had. Whereas Brendan Rodgers has come in and turned Leicester around in the space of a season, really.
and kept most of the players.
Yeah.
Because if you look at that, like when Klopp first started at Liverpool and where he is now, he had Fabio Guarini up top, and now he has Mane, don't he? So, and then who's it signed? But he's kept Brendan Rodgers came into Leicester, and he's kept your Vardy, your Schmeichels, and your Wes Morgan, even though he's like 35 odd. He's kept him in the side and done well.
I think for me, if you're talking about instant impact to that Brendan Rodgers, if you're talking about a long-term plan to try and win the title, I'd talk about Klopp. So I'd say purely for
biggest transfer flop. Quickly go.
Pepe.
Pepe
Or Moise Kean. Even though I really like him, I really like the idea of him being really good, but like he just hasn't done well.
He just needs to find his feet for me.
I was backing Moise Kean last season. I mean, I was just keeping an eye on him. He came on for Juventus in a couple of the games, did quite well, and he scored I think he got a brace for Italy as well when he played. But yeah, it hasn't quite worked out for him.
I think he just needs to find his feet. I mean, he is young,
especially when he got subbed on and subbed off. I'm sure everyone nearly forgotten about that when he came on for 20 minutes and got subbed back off.
When you had an interim manager.
Right. Well, I think that's
Kevin Verma.
Shut up, Aidan.
This season, that's it.
I think we should
that's
end it here.
Yeah. I think that's probably it for today. Like I said, we felt like we just needed to put a second part onto last night as we didn't think. Oh, that's my timer. We didn't think
Premier League team last night, did we?
Without it getting over bloody 2 hours, because this is almost 50 minutes now. So everyone say goodbyes.
I think everyone should have a go. Well, obviously we haven't got that many.
Nice one, Quinn. Nice internet, Quinn.
Well done, mate. Give a round of applause.
The round of applause, Quinn.
Quinn, you can say it next time, mate.
Well, what I was trying to say before my internet cut me off was, I know not many people are probably listening so far, but if anyone does want to have a go at putting either their all-time 11 like we did last time or Premier League team for this season down in the comments.
That's a very good idea.
I'm sure everyone's entitled to their own.
I say we're going to be pumping out these pretty frequently, so stay tuned. Thank you for joining.